All right, guys, let's run through the early season stuff that I take when I'm bow hunting for whitetail. Usually I have a single base layer top, a lightweight pair of pants, and then inside my pack, I'll keep an extra piece of outerwear. My top that I'm running is the Sitka Lightweight. This is a crew neck top. It's extremely lightweight. I really, really like this for early season. It's a synthetic blend, and the reason I like the synthetic blend is it's a little more durable than a merino wool. Merino wool is going to pull moisture better. It's going to stop from smelling as fast too. But if I know I'm going to use it as an outer layer a lot, I really like a synthetic. It's just a lot more durable. For the pants, this is the Intercept pants. Some really cool features about these. I like knee pads, especially in the early season. The reason I do, because early season gear I often use for turkey season, and I run a gun for turkey. But when it's early season, I might saddle hunt or something like that. The built-in knee pads are really, really nice for that. They're also not bulky. They don't get in your way. They're extremely pliable. And if you don't like knee pads, you can remove them. Super simple to do. Cargo pockets to keep a bunch of extras. A lot of times I might keep a rangefinder down there. Bow rope, maybe some extra batteries for my camera, things like that. Up top, things I like the waistband on these pants. Now this is common on a lot of Sitka's pants. It has this little bit of a stickier band around that, and all that does is it helps keep the pants from riding down on you, especially if you have a base layer underneath them. It doesn't get slippery, it doesn't ride down. Really like that feature. These pants are really lightweight, they're extremely quiet. They also have side zips to dump heat really fast if it's hot. Love those pants. Another piece of gear I take with me a lot is going to be an extra piece of outerwear. Now, I like to roll it up and put it in the top pouch here on the Sitka tool belt. Now, this is a backpack strap. It's mesh. It's extremely lightweight. You can take it off if you want, but I often run with it because it just allows me one extra spot to keep some extra clothing. The clothing I generally have with me is going to be the heavyweight hoodie from Sitka. Some things I like about this. As you can see, it's got a really tall zipper that goes up into the hood, and what that does is it kind of acts as an extra little face mask. I don't have to take an extra piece with me because of that. But super deep zip, so you can dump heat really easy. It's got a single chest pocket if you want to keep something like a phone or some extra SD cards for trail cameras. That's usually where I'm going to keep them. I really like the heavyweight hoodie. Now, outside of clothing, we have all the gear I'm going to take with me generally early season. My binoculars are the Swarovski 8.5 by 42 ELs. Some things I really like about them. Great light gathering capabilities. Early season, I'm often going to be tucked back in the woods and all the foliage is on. So what that means is it's going to get dark fast. The more light you can let in your binoculars, the longer you can see. It's also got great clarity inside of these. The focal range is an 8.5. So what that means is I'm not super zoomed in, but I also have an extremely wide field of view with these binoculars. The more money you spend on binoculars, the better quality you're going to get, and you're going to be happier in the long run. All right, so inside the tool belt itself, I've got all kinds of goodies. Now, I don't always take all this with me at once because that'd be just crazy. But some things I do like. Thermacell. Bugs, mosquitoes. I hate them. So you can have this with you. You can turn it on if the mosquitoes are bad. It helps keep them away, keeps your movement down. Really like a Thermacell. I also take a water bottle with me. I like to stay hydrated in hot temperatures. It could be humid out on me. Just one extra little thing to take with me. And in the tool belt, they have these little pouches on the side, so it just kind of hangs out of the way. Now, inside the tool belt, this is when I said I have a lot of stuff in here. I don't always have this amount of stuff. I have a knife with me. I like to keep a nice fixed blade knife with me just in case I shoot something. One thing I did forget to put in here was a set of disposable gloves. I like to carry those on me in case I'm in a field dressed deer. It's just nice to keep, if you have open wounds or something on your hand, you never know when you cut yourself in the field. You just like to keep bacteria and stuff out of there. So, other things. GoPro. I film a lot of my stuff. The GoPro can go right on the actual riser of my bow and face back, or I can clamp it down on the stabilizer with a mount, and you can face it out and you can actually videotape your hunts with just that. Camera. I take a camera with me. This is a medium-sized camera. It's a mirrorless one, so it's still fairly lightweight, but it does take up some room. It fits perfect inside the tool belt. I really like that feature. Now, I throw an extra little camo layer on here just to keep reflections down, but it's one thing I always have with me. Another thing I like to take with me, this is an extension strap for a tree stand or a set of climbing sticks. A lot of times I will come up to a tree and it might be more than the standard length. Well, what this does is it allows you to loop it through on your regular strap and just gets you an extra couple feet. Really handy to help get up in those trees that you might not be able to elsewise. Favorite product. You never know, you might have to do the dirty. Used to have a hand warmer in here. Already used it. Bow hanger. I like to always have an extra bow hanger with me. They make long ones, they make short ones. I like these nice compact ones, especially when I'm putting in a small pack like this. Just can go in there, stay out of the way. Never know. I've climbed into preset stands before, and lo and behold, the bow hanger was not there. Don't know what happened to it, but I always want to have an extra one on hand. Outside of that, bow rope. I always take an extra bow rope with me. Same thing. Squirrels might chew through it. Somebody might come along, take it on you. I like an extra bow rope with me. Other pouch, I might carry a trail camera with me. It's nice to have an extra trail camera with you at all times because you never know. You might come across a scrape or a trail that has been used a lot more in the past couple weeks that wasn't being used before, so you can just throw a trail camera out super fast. Another thing I like to take with me is I take a headlamp. I usually don't use a light on the way in, but if I do, I'm looking for something that's either got a green light or a red light. It's less likely to spook game, and it also does not affect your eyesight as much either, so you can keep your own night vision going good. More pockets up front here on the waistband. So we'll start on my left-hand side. My left-hand side is my offhand side, so I don't keep a lot over there. It's something I might not grab. I happen to have an extra little hook. Never know, you might want to screw it in. You might want to hang your bag from the tree. You might want to hang your quiver, something like that. Now, a lot of times, early season, I'm saddle hunting. And when I have this with me, I can keep it on. Or what I often do is I actually wrap this around the tree and just clamp it, and it stays just perfectly right there for me. On my right side, which is my good hand, because I am right-handed, I keep my rangefinder in here. Always want that fast and ready. Like I said, when I walk in or out, I generally don't use a light, but a little pen light like this is really nice. This one happens to be green, so it doesn't affect my vision very much. And then right here, I also have some milkweed. I love milkweed as a wind indicator. It just drifts and follows the thermals, and it's wonderful. It's also natural. The only thing you got to worry about is if you're in an area that doesn't have milkweed, don't spread it as an invasive. With every season, I like to make sure that I pull everything out, double check what I have, see what I need, what I might be running low on, place my orders, so when the season does get here, I'm actually prepared.